Basketball fans, it's Saturday afternoon and you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Edwards.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Devin Vassell. He's out there with Wall. And it's Champagny in it. The point, Edwards plays on the wing. McDaniels is out there with the dude, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Here we are, Greg, getting into the thick of this NBA season. How big of a challenge now is the travel?
Oh, it's a huge one. The reality is all those flights take a toll, so you got to be smart with your sleep schedule and recovery.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. Zohan, the pass to Gonzalez. Gobert pulls it in. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. No good on his first attempt of the game. Wall passes to Gonzalez. Over Gobert. Gonzalez's shot is off. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to go. He's taken two and missed two. Here's Gonzalez, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Gonzalez. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Gobert trying to get open. Rebound by John Wall.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game. And you know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. A true professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
Here's Gonzalez, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old, and when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
And the first one at the line is good.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
To the middle. Here's Gonzalez. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And he slams it one-handed.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Conley following the bucket by the Spurs. Back to McDaniel. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And they call him a screen here. And, of course, free throws always so important. Here are the leaders. And you look at the dude, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
He's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Here's Gonzalez.
Oh, wow. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good from outside.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Spurs have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Osman's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Conley with it. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Edwards. Rejected by Gonzalez.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And a moment now to see some numbers from Mike Conley. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Spurs leading by 5. Here's Gonzalez. And that one good. Gonzalez has got 14 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Here's Gonzalez. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now, here's McDaniels. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Edwards passes to McDaniels, and there's the call on Cedi Osman. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
Tell you what, early in the game, these kinds of plays can really set the tone.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Conley. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Minnesota. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, San Antonio right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for San Antonio. Leading by 5. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Wall.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Passes it to Reed. Over Wembanyama. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
And that one falls for Reed. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Wembanyama. Basket good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond. Edwards, 23 points for him the last game against Houston.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Yep, that one goes in there. 6 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Defenders try to knock Wembanyama off his rhythm, but he knows it's coming and he's prepared for it.
Conley finds Reed. Back to Conley. Puts up a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Pass to Reed. Feeds it to Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Anderson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Good on both. San Antonio leading by 9. Wembanyama outside. Reed with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Out to the wing. Here's Anderson. Rebounded by the Spurs. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged. Shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And Minnesota has possession following the bucket by the Spurs. McDaniels passes to Anderson. 5 on the clock, and there's the pass to Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 8.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Stolen by Reed. Conley into the lane. And Rozier pulls it down.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The Timberwolves have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
And that one falls for Reed. Some changes for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Monte Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to Edwards. Reed with it. He's against Bull. Reed misses. Rozier with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And the basket by Rozier.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 8. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. And the 3 off target. Morris against Rozier. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And the Spurs lead by 11. There's 1:17 left to play in the first. Edwards kicks to Reed. Pass to Morris. There's the drive. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. So Rozier will bring it up for San Antonio. In the corner, Bull with it. Rozier against Morris. And it's Rozier missing.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Gonzalez, he's checked in for Edwards.
Number 22, Gonzalez.
San Antonio leading by 9. Floats one up, and it's Rozier missing. Timberwolves shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The defense getting physical with Bol. Too physical, in fact.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bol.
And Bol, to me, remains such an interesting prospect, a towering big man who possesses considerable skill and versatility.
And so Bol nails both of them.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Pass to Champagny. Oladipo with the ball. Here's Rozier. Can't hit from in close. With 1 on the clock. No good on that one. And so it's San Antonio in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
Timberwolves trail by 9. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Bol. Terry Rozier is out there with Oladipo. Then it's Collins. And it's Champagny in at the 3. A team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital. Setting that standard for others to follow.
Timberwolves shooting around 41% on the night. Morris looking over the floor. Here's Gonzalez. Traps in the tray. Gonzalez has got 7.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Oladipo misses. The Timberwolves trail. Salas down low, working on Collins. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Spurs shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. That one goes in. Rozier's got 4 points in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. We always see Terry Rozier going all out, don't we, Greg, to make an impact offensively.
Kevin, I just love the way his offensive repertoire has evolved over the years. This guy came in as just a hard-nosed, tough defender, but boy, offensively, his skill set and development on that end is off the charts.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. Number 1, the Spurs.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Here's Morris. 11 points for him in that last game against the Rockets in Houston. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Morris has got his second basket.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than with. We saw it first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Morris finds Reed. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Timberwolves trail by 6. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the triple. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Count that bucket. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Now, here is Morris. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Gonzalez. The shot from the low. Post is good. Gonzalez has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Champagny passes to Vassell. Here's Gonzalez, and he goes in for the dunk.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Anderson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gonzalez has got 4 rebounds in this game.
The game, is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Now here's Gonzalez. Basket counts. Gonzalez has got 30.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Morris against Jones. Here's Reed. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 5th assist in this one.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up. Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Morris outside on the left block, and he's fouled. Pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Timberwolves may yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
Reed. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Reed. Daniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. Both free throws good from Reed. Spurs leading by 11. Now Jones. Scoreless thus far. Here's Wembanyama. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
And Being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Reed, and he lays it straight in. Reed's got it back down to within single digits for the Timberwolves. The Spurs shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Sohan, Minnesota with the rebound. Gonzalez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He kicks it to Edwards. Fires the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, the defense locks so much into Edwards that it creates opportunities for others.
San Antonio calls timeout. Conley, he's checked in for Minnesota.
And now a look at Victor Wembanyama here. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 3rd in shooting percentage. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. Vassell, no good. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Conley, the pass to Reed. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And now it's just a 4-point San Antonio lead. Wembanyama looking it over. Rejected by Gonzalez. They retain possession. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
San Antonio leading. Wembanyama down low. Guarded by Reed.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside.
And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 16-6 run. Conley, the pass to Gonzalez. And Jones pulls it down.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams... maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Minnesota making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. San Antonio making a switch here. Spurs leading by 4. Now the pass to Bull. Wembanyama with it. Elbow shot is on the way. Nice jump shot. Good. Wembanyama has got 4 points this quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And San Antonio shooting a superb 63% from the field.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you very much, Kevin. His rookie year, Spurs coaches suggested that Jeremy Sohan shoot his free throws one-handed. He said, "I thought they were joking." But the new form got his elbow under the ball and his percentages rose. Coach Popovich said a lot of guys wouldn't even want to try it, but he doesn't worry about what people think. He just wants to get better. Kevin?
I can see it. All right, David, thanks. Here's Wembanyama. Bucket is good. Wembanyama has got 16 points.
So fluid off the bounce. Wembanyama.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. The tray. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And he overshot that one, missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniels dishes to Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Spurs shooting in the second quarter has been superb. 58% from the field. Here's Wembanyama. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And there's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Some defenders aren't sure what to do when Wembanyama comes down the lane.
San Antonio shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
First one falls for him.
For Wembanyama are off the charts for a rookie. That's a lot of pressure for a young man to deal with.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And so that's the end of the first half. Spurs lead by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Pop, what did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be. So something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
welcome to halftime. And after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Their defense has been soft. SOF, capital T. I'm not talking 1-ply, 2-ply, 3-ply. I'm talking 8-ply, extra strength, SOF, capital T.
I think I know what you mean, though I'm never really sure.
Oof, no.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story.
Scary Terry moving to a new team. When you get Rozier, you get speed, you get scoring, and he's one tough cookie. I really like him.
Remember that player that they called the Freak a long time ago? Reminds me of him. Terry isn't afraid of that moment. In fact, he wants to take those big shots.
Good reference.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Money.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with the dude, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Gobert is a big target, especially when he's roaming around that rim.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. The Timberwolves gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
First team foul. At the line, Gonzalez.
One shot.
Timberwolves trail by 3. For 3, Edwards. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Oladipo. Here's Wall. Gobert with the block.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Oladipo misses.
Ugly start to the second half. They missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's Conley. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Puts it up from 12. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
McDaniels gets to Conley. Back to McDaniel. No good on the 3. San Antonio leading by 5. Bull the pass to Osman. He feeds it to Collins. And the layup's good off the glass. Collins has got 4 this quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here.
Tops in scoring. And they're also first in the league in fewest turnovers. Extremely smart group of guys in terms of how they execute and really take care of the ball.
But, Greg, you can throw out all the other stats and rankings. Their scoring is what makes them special, plain and simple. Timberwolves trail by 7. And here is Conley, still without a basket. Gobert with a screen on Wall. Rejected by Gonzalez.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Rejected by Gonzalez. McDaniels with the ball. Gonzalez on it. It's good.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Minnesota with the rebound. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And here's Edwards from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 11 points.
Edwards loves those long-range bombs. He's a confident shooter.
And Wall kicks to Vassell. Here's Gonzalez. Gobert with the block. And they get it back. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Passes it to Gonzalez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Terry Rozier's checked in for John Wall. Goes up off the inbound. He squares up and sinks it. 34 points for money.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Now here's Edwards. 11 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Conley outside. Rebound San Antonio. Gonzalez has got 5 rebounds tonight. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Vassell against Conley. Pass to Gonzalez. Dishes it to Edwards. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Gonzalez. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the...
Taking a look here at numbers, for money. Just an incredible month of basketball. Almost 3 blocks and 8 rebounds. And he's such a big presence for them on the inside.
Yeah, whether it's sending shots back airmail or cleaning the glass, he's the total package.
The first one falls. Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. And so he hits both. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Conley. To the inside. Gonzalez. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
San Antonio calls timeout. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. In fourth, the Timberwolves.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. The Timberwolves trail. Gonzalez passes to Edwards for the lead. The second effort. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And San Antonio shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Gonzalez with it. Conley picks him up. Gonzalez, that's good. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. Six changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now here's Conley. No scoring in this one.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
It's a close game here in Minnesota. Here's Gonzalez, and he uses the glass on the layup.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
They double-team Conley out to the right wing. Anderson outside.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
and Minnesota has possession. It's a one-point game. The pass to Edwards. 4 on the clock. They set the pick. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 6 in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Gonzalez. He has 40. Can't cash in from close range. Anderson outside. It's good. Conley's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Conley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And you can't ignore how often they've been able to get to the free throw line, getting a lot of points from the charity stripe.
And he knocks down the first one. Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Bulls checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Now, here's Reid. 27 points for him. San Antonio calls timeout. The Timberwolves making a change here. Morris is checked in. And Benyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Here's Cole. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And the shot goes in. Edwards got 16.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And this is why many are excited about Wembanyama's future. Such a unique, versatile player and scorer.
Pass to Gonzalez. Shoots over Basel. Gonzalez's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
1 second.
Free throw no good for Wembanyama. The Timberwolves shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. And a miss there on the triple.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Up and in on the layup. Wembanyama's got 24.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Now, here is Morris. And Anderson slams it in.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Spurs shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Here's Wembanyama. The 10-footer finds the target. Wembanyama has got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Reed kicks to Morris. Right at the free throw line. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Wembanyama, no good. So it's Minnesota now. Gonzalez down low, covered by Vassell. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Now, here's Rozier. Over Morris. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Timberwolves on top, up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. San Antonio trailing here. On the court right now for the Spurs. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. Victor Oladipo is out there at ball. And it's Osman in at the 3. Morris with the ball. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Passes to Anderson. And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now, here is Morris. And there's the call on Jetty Osman. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And here's Morris for 3.
A strong defender is John Wall, capable of guarding multiple positions. He wants to shut down whoever he's assigned to.
14 feet away. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got 7 rebounds in the Wall against Morris. Pass to Reed. And it's in there. Reeves got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Wembanyama passes to Oladipo. Rejected by Gonzalez. Anderson with the ball. And there's the feed to Morris. Wall with some nice defense.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
And the rookie turning up the intensity. Wembanyama absorbs the foul there on the shot.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Morris against Wembanyama. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Timberwolves leading by 7. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Yep, it counts.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Sohan, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
At the ball for the Spurs, Sohan taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Mike Conley's checked in for Anderson. The Spurs also with the sub. Zach Collins checked in for Wembanyama. So he gets them both. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And here's Morris for three. Rebound by Sohan.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Timberwolves on defense. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
And they aren't giving up the same types of looks we saw in the first half, making them earn their points now.
From the line, here's Gonzalez. And that one goes long. Spurs trail by 7. Kicks to Oladipo. Puts it up from 12. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gonzalez has got his 16th rebound on the night. The pass to Conley. Inside, here's Alexander Walker. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
They double team Conley. Left side Gonzalez shoots the 3. It's good from long range. Gonzalez has got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Reed with the block.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Down low. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Right wing. It's stolen by Gonzalez. Pass to Morris. Back to Conley. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. And it's Edwards in for Monte Morris. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. Now, Coach Chow. challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. So Rozier will bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 14. Here's Gonzalez. He takes it in. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Gonzalez has got 44. Conley against Rozier. Outside Conley. To the middle. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
They set the pick. Here's Edwards. Softly drops in the floater. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
Here's Gonzalez, and Gonzalez pulls it down. Gonzalez has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Stolen away by himself, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnover.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Gonzalez's shot. Is off.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Conley, the pass to Gonzalez. Out to Edwards. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Misses the 3. Spurs trail by 20. Here's Gonzalez. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Gonzalez has got 6 points in the quarter. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Minnesota calls timeout.
Start it.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Here's Gobert. He kicks it to McDaniels from 10 feet out, and that one drops. 6 points for Jaden McDaniel.
Like the determination. McDaniels not backing down.
Gobert against Gonzalez. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 20. Outside Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Drills it from outside. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter. 1:43 left in the game. Rozier the pass to Gonzalez. It's stolen by Gonzalez. Vassell against Edwards. And the NBA last season, Clark setting records in attendance. Fans are pouring into the arenas on a nightly basis.
Well, it's a great game. I mean, you and I are biased.
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah!
What a play!
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Minnesota.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
They really did, and I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group, and that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season. They'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the dude.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
And another one falls.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Edwards against Vassell. 3-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mike. The game is flowing for you. What is it like to be on the win streak like this?
Well, the game just back to being easy again, you know, just making the right plays, playing off of the teammates, and guys are just really being unselfish. And it's easy for me to play in that style, and it's fun to be around.
You sure look like you're having fun, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As we end with the New Balance Player of the Game.